Son d'un papa!
Oh, my wiener.
You're watching the Weekly Wednesday What's Up, the section of my channel where I tell you everything that's been happening in my life in just about 1 week. I think we're about to do a voiceover for today because I just woke up and it's usually the easiest. You know what? Actually, I'm not even going to say the easiest one to do. It's actually just the one to do, basically. When I don't really feel like showing my face on camera, just woke up, whatever. But it is the last Weekly Wednesday What's Up of 2016, and what a terrible year it has been for celebrities. Particularly for me, 2016 has actually been fairly good in regards to the success of the channel, my personal life, my job. It's been pretty decent, pretty good. Or I should just say my job has allowed me enough time now to focus also on YouTube at the same time. So it's kind of a blessing. The downtime at work is also time that if I'm focused enough and if I think it through enough, I'll plan ahead, I can actually get things done. So I was just telling, oh my god, I was just telling one of the office ladies about this, is like, I'm actually doing better right now with YouTube financially, but it's kind of like I would like more hours at work. I would like more stuff to do at work, but if that's the case, then that time that I was spending during my downtime working on videos, maybe I wouldn't have been able to get it done. So it's kind of like a give or take, basically. When I have these long breaks, like 3 or 4 hour breaks in between classes or so, it's actually fairly good because I can actually crank out some of the easier, or no, the more complex videos like dating in Japan, or dating Japanese, or next one is the New Year's one, because when I'm at home, it gets a little complex because sometimes, you know, I have to do something else or make some more other sort of video that takes priority, or there's like a reaction that needs to drop, or you know, it's just personal stuff like I have to spend, you know, some percentage of my time like invested in the relationship and such, so it takes time, you know, away. When my private time is basically what it's supposed to be, is private time, whereas editing videos is, you would like it to be your private time, or it has to be part of your private time, or like a hobby, but at the same time, when you're doing it every day, you know, it becomes pretty much a job. So here I am about to customize this Lambo into the very Suicide Squad-ish, Joker-ish type of car, and I essentially just, once I'm on a 10-day break right now. I'm on day 9, I believe, right now, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do something, it just always happens in wintertime. Wintertime is like the only time I literally have to just sit down and play games straight through, or try to, you know, for 8-10 hours or so, because otherwise, as you guys have noticed in the past, I don't have time. If I start playing video games, then basically I can't edit videos. So it's one of the two, and I just said to myself, look, I bought Grand Theft Auto over a year ago, almost a year ago now. I bought it almost a year ago, and I still hadn't beaten the game yet, because I only spend I was able to spend like maybe 3-4 hours total a month, and then I would go on these 2-month breaks or so because it's just no time due to the editing. So I just told myself, we need to finish this game today. So I spent a good 10 hours yesterday finally playing, like trying to remember some of the buttons, how to move around, and all in all, it wasn't the best game playthrough. And if I really want to get better at it, for especially online, I'm gonna actually have to sit down and see what all the buttons do, because that's obviously my biggest downfall. But then also probably look at some like strategy guides in terms of like crouching and rolling and like I just kind of, most of the game it's kind of funny because it's not hard to do, but it gets a little irritating if you keep on dying. But most of the game I just walk through like the goddamn Terminator with a shotgun. Like I never dodged, I never did any. I was just like, I just kind of walked through and anyways, so I enjoyed Grand Theft Auto the story mode, and there's so much more to do. And that's the other problem. We're talking about addiction. I'm looking across the corner right now, and I see that Final Fantasy is now available, like for me to play. Like I bought this game 3 weeks ago, which is so annoying considering had I known it was going to take this long for me to even get into the game, I could have just bought it $20 something cheaper here now. But you know, it's kind of funny, it gets cheaper in America, but that price is still the same goddamn price here in Japan. So I guess it's all relative, whatever. And I got the day one game, so I got the free DLC or something like that, so whatever, right? Anyways, what do I want to say? So I'll be playing Final Fantasy maybe in the near future, but given I do have these extra amount of days off, there's one thing I'm pretty damn good at occasionally. I wouldn't say it's procrastination, but it's the fact that my priorities, I prioritize things maybe the right way or maybe the wrong way. I'm not really sure, but like I have not touched the Deathnote movie for a very long time. Mainly because I was trying to save up money to hire somebody to just do the After Effects and edit everything for me, because I knew my particular schedule just doesn't really allow me to sit for hours on end editing something or even like pacing things out. It's just that much easier. It's just easier to pay somebody to edit things for me in terms of like something like this, because that priority, if we're talking financial priorities and such, if a Spider-Man Homecoming trailer drops or the end of the year type video drops, like these kind of take precedence over the Deathnote movie, unfortunately. And this is a bit of a frustration that I had with YouTube, because from the beginning I told them that this kind of schedule thing, like the editing, I wanted to pay somebody to edit, and we had a misunderstanding, I'll say, about the budget for YouTube, and I wasn't really so happy with that, the way that all went down. But that's one of the main reasons why you haven't seen the Deathnote movie even touched yet, because it was my assumption, or I thought with the budget, that we were going to be able to have somebody to actually edit it, that I could give them all the footage and just give them the guidelines, but unfortunately that's not exactly the way they saw things in terms of the contract. So from here on out, I've just been trying to scrape up the time to edit it myself, and hopefully with the new computer that will help change some things. I hope. All I can say is that this week my main focus is going to be to at least get the rough draft, the rough edit, the rough cut of the Deathnote movie, so I can have something for a guideline if I need to send it to somebody for After Effects or for soundtrack or a movie. Then it's it'll be all good. And that's a bit of the frustration about doing these like feature shorts, even like high quality shorts, is, I don't want to hype it up, but I don't want to put out just living room type content, because then it's not, for me personally, that's not why I called everybody together to put out this project. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it in the high above average quality that I know it can be. And especially when you're doing a parody, or when you're doing like a spin-off of an official project, I don't want to put out something where it looks like cosplay or whatever, right? I want to put out something where it's like, okay, this is damn good. But it gets very frustrating when we have these handicaps, financial handicaps, because money really makes these things move. And if you don't have the money to make these things move, they get put on the shelf. It's really annoying for me. I really wish I had a team of editors that could knock some of this out, or people that edit around here locally, because that was actually the other thing. Was I was also trying to give my reaction stuff. I wanted to give my reaction stuff up. I wanted to film stuff, my reactions, and just give it to someone locally to edit those videos, just to get those, so they take care of that and keep posting them on the channel. All I have to worry about is filming the damn thing, but then other people take care of those because they're fairly easy to edit, and then that relieves time for me to crank out Deathnote the way I want to see fit. But even that didn't work. There was a few editors out here that were around, but the cost factor of that would have just ended up costing me more to have some of that stuff done, and the reactions would have been put out late. Anytime you have to transfer files over to somebody back and forth like that, and you know what I mean? So it still takes time. It still takes a good amount of time to create the thumbnail, the titles, and upload all that tagging, and yeah. Anyways, so I don't know. All I can say, guys, is the next couple days I will have time. My plan is to get the rough cut of Deathnote out at least. There are 2 or 3 scenes I still need to reshoot in Shibuya. So there's still something like that, but I was gonna wait till I get my hair done first. And I need to reshoot it to try to get. Oh, I need to get the same beard together. Damn it! I just shaved too. Okay, I might have to draw something on. But anyways, there's a few extra scenes that need to be shot that particular way. And at least get the rough cut without the music, without the After Effects, and then after that, send it over to somebody to do the After Effects and lay down the music. And at the same time, while they're doing that, I could probably start putting out the teaser. And my best hope is for the end of January. I suppose the end of January, if not Valentine's Day. I suppose that would be, if not, maybe I could put it out a little bit earlier. That'd be fine. I don't mind, but we'll see. Anyways, moving on to other projects. That's a whole nother thing that we've been talking about here. Is there's 2 other big projects, and this kind of turns into New Year's resolution type things. There's things that I've always wanted to do, or 2 or 3 things I've always wanted to do, especially for the channel, but I hadn't ever been able to get around to doing that. But now with the new computer, I hope that we can get to that point. Speaking of the new computer, I haven't actually done anything with it yet. I mean, I've done little things with it. I've been able to get... damn it, that just reminded me of another project that there's something about a hot tub video I need to film for a sponsor that needs to be shot fairly soon. And see, this is what I'm talking about. It's like kind of like priority type of stuff, because if I don't do one before the other, it's like kind of annoying, and it's prioritizing certain projects. I might give that one to somebody else to edit and film. But see, and that was the other problem. Is like, okay, for example, the dating in Japan video, or dating Japanese girls video, or whatever, that project shouldn't have taken as long as it did. And from the beginning, I was actually giving this project to somebody else to edit because I knew if I had to do it myself, it was going to delay everything else. So the first one finally came out. That first episode came out, and that was edited by Albo. And all the other stuff just took a back seat because it seemed like, well, it wasn't... like, my idea was to have this knocked out once a week. I was going to have episodic episodes come out every week, but things just got delayed on the other sides, on Albo's side, and nobody else was really able to pick up the slack for editing. And I guess that's just what happens sometimes, is as I mentioned before in New Year's, or the Christmas party video, nobody else's project will be more important than your own. And so if it's not really your project, you don't really care as much about it, and you don't have that fear about getting it done, you know? So for me, I was really like, come on. So then finally I was just like, okay, just give me the projects, just give me all the videos, and I'll have to crank them out myself. And I really didn't like doing that. That's why the last video has like little to no edits in that video, because I just wanted to get that shit finished this year and be done with that shit. And I just put it out. It wasn't my greatest editing work. It wasn't my greatest presentation, but I just needed to put it out just to get this done, so I can at least get this project out the way. Because as you can, if you watch that video, I have a female version of this project that needs to be done as well. So you see, there's a lot on my plate, and I generally don't have the time to edit everything. Let's breathe. Anyways, guys, otherwise, other than the editing problems, I do need to renew my visa very soon. Unfortunately, I missed the day. I was supposed to go yesterday, but I did that 8-hour Grand Theft Auto. No, the other one was like 2-3 hour Grand Theft Auto. Slept, and by the time I woke up, the office was closed. I tried to go today, but they were already closed. They're on their Shogatsu holiday, New Year's holiday and such. And that kind of sucks, but when they open up, they'll open up on the 3rd, and my visa expires on the 5th, so there is time to make this right, I hope. I sincerely hope. Anyways, is that it for 2016? Maybe that's about it, guys. We've been talking quite some time, so I'll probably go to Shibuya's Crossing the New Year's Eve. That should be kind of cool. Be very Times Square type shit. Maybe I'll go buy a hat or something like that. Or wear a nice suit or something. Maybe, yeah, that's exactly what I'll do. I'll probably wear a nice suit or something like that and have fun. Bring some champagne. Should be pretty fun. Ooh, maybe do a wet t-shirt contest with all the champagne dripping over wet t-shirts. Yeah. Anyways, if it's anything like Halloween, it should be wild, right? Alright, guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for hanging out for me always on these Weekly Wednesday What's-Ups. Oh, presents. I think people have sent me some shit, but I should check and see if the mailbox is open today. Go to the P.O. box and see if I can pick something up, because they'll probably go on New Year's holiday too. Babe, you want to go to NAKANO? Oh, you know what? She might go to get her hair done. Never mind. So, maybe I'll go to NAKANO later today if I have a package available. There's a fucking drone that's coming, guys. Somebody is sending me a drone, and it's the perfect type of drone for me, but I don't know where it is yet. So, yeah, there you guys go, okay? Hit me up on the P.O. Box, Twitch, all that. Give me some time. I will learn. I'm going to watch some tutorials on how to edit on Adobe Premiere, and hopefully, no, by far, I promise, by next year, beginning of next year, I'm definitely going to be putting out videos on the new computer, and hopefully things will move a lot faster from here on out, okay? Like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yo toshi o. And I will talk to you guys next week and next year. Peace.
Yeah, exactly. The spoiler helps. It's kind of a mix between the two. God damn, guys, look at that. All right, so we need to put this in my place, right? So what's the deal? Like, as long as I put it in my place once, then it's all good. and I can always use it. But if it gets destroyed, I lose it forever. Is that what happens? Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh. Hold on, I'm gonna check it out real quick.
You made it. Good.
I saved you again, Davey.
Hello,
Again.
Pudding.
So what are you gonna do for me about Haynes, the rest of the FIB, the IAA, and everyone else, huh?
History's written by the living, okay?
Come on in.
We can pin
Pudding.
most of it on Agent Sand.
Bing,
Trevor.
ding, ding,
Trevor.
ding.
Why?
Try Merriweather, Chinese gangsters, general insanity, and so on.
Let's go somewhere quiet where nobody's gonna disturb us.
Sound like Maggie and shit from The Walking Dead. Beep, 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 beep. Whoa, this car drives. Woo!
Let's find someplace private so we can go crazy.
This car drives really well. Good enough heads up.
What's gonna put a smile on your face?
Oh, honey, you know exactly what's gonna put a smile on my face. Oh, baby. Oh, pudding. Oh, pudding. Oh, shit. Did you guys hear that shit? Did you hear that shit? Oh, my God. Wow, this brings back good memories. Oh, yes.
Your cock.
Oh, yes.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know.